This week I went to the launch of this little guy here. We have the Orient Poseidon, and when Orient launches a special edition of their Poseidon, this serious diver in collaboration with the folks from Impala, there's some really good stuff coming, and of course it's the video you're about to watch now. Greetings and complications, my dear friends. Welcome to another video on our channel. You're watching GMT-3, the channel that went to the depths of the oceans to bring you this diver here. In today's video, you'll see a collaboration between Impala and Orient celebrating this partnership with a beautiful Poseidon, a serious diver, and the watch you'll see in today's video. But first, of course, I want to invite you to subscribe to our channel, hit the bell so you get notified, and stay tuned to our social media. The new edition of the Brazil Watch Show is coming up on August 21st and 22nd, 2026. We're already telling you, save the date, because this event will definitely go down in history, just like this diver here. I'm talking about this Poseidon, which turned out amazing. It draws on one of the most well-known and beloved divers in our country. The Poseidon has some features that make it extremely interesting. To start with, it's a BDM, a Brazilian domestic market watch. This watch is only available in Brazil. Many collectors from abroad love this Orient, and a lot of people, when they see this watch, say, wow, I've never seen this in my life because it's a BDM. In other words, a watch that's exclusive to our market, and this diver turned out simply amazing. It's already a really cool dive watch, but now, when we have this extra touch from Impala, it made the watch even better. I've been using this piece a lot. To start with, it's a tough diver. There's no better word to define this watch. To start with its dimensions, it has a 45 millimeters diameter, 50.9 millimeters lug to lug, and 15 millimeters in height. In other words, it's a diver for those who like big watches. It's not for you if you prefer smaller ones. Oh, I'll just go up to 42 mm. No, man, this watch is for you if you like big watches, and it is big, but it's not heavy. Why? Because it's made of titanium. This edition celebrates this extremely light, durable metal, and this bracelet looks great on the watch. It weighs only 163 grams, and it's a watch that offers a lot of comfort despite its size. Leandro, what are the main features of this collab that set it apart from the traditional Poseidon? To start with, it's shades of blue. This watch really tried to capture all the tones found in the oceans. So here we have this abundance of blue shades. The watch looks really beautiful with these tones. Starting with this silicone strap here, also in this shade of blue, with a titanium clasp, also a signed titanium clasp to match the titanium of the case. Traditionally, in these Poseidon models, the attachment is done here with a tool. There's a screw here, and it comes with a small Allen key in the watch box so you can swap it out. It also comes with spare screws for the kit and the titanium bracelet. With this silicone strap, the watch fits very well on the wrist. Of course, this type of attachment, although it limits the use with other straps, makes the watch much more ready for a deep dive, a really deep one. Okay, this little guy here can go down to 300 meters deep, plus it looks really elegant. This bezel here has a ceramic insert in shades of blue. Here in the first 20 minutes is to help with decompression stops, right? That's why we have this differentiation, either in the first 15 or the first 20 minutes to make it easier for the diver to do these decompression stops. When he's getting close to the surface, it also has blue lume. Check out this watch in the dark, it looks really cool. As a good diver's watch, we have a wide application of lume so you can see the information very clearly underwater, and you have these features. Here, including lume on the bezel's pip, the indices are applied as well. Hands, here also in the same shade of blue, hour and minute hands, and here the second hand has a different color in this red tone and also has lume applied. And the watch has this gradient on its dial in shades of blue radiating out from the center. Here it's lighter, getting darker as it gets closer to the outer part of the case. Very cool. This watch has a crystal with sapphire coating. What is that? It's a sandwich. You have mineral crystal underneath and you have a layer of sapphire on top, which makes this watch very resistant to scratches. In other words, you'll wear it and it'll always be ready to show you the information. A feature that we only have in this watch, only in this collaboration, is the use of a really cool movement. Here I'm talking about the YN 67-21, this movement here. Besides being a workhorse from Orient, to operate this movement here, we're talking about a limited numbered edition. We at Impala love that. As Renan always likes to say, we have a limited numbered edition of 250 units, all these 250 units the movement. It goes through a fine adjustment which will give this watch a tolerance of plus 15 to minus 10 seconds per day. In other words, a very well adjusted watch ready to perform. The information is very precise, especially if we take into account the price range of this watch. A movement here that is not only robust and tough, but also has great accuracy, and the watch turned out really beautiful. This movement has a hacking feature, it has manual winding. It has a date window here at the 3 o'clock position, and it has approximately 41 hours of power reserve. Its crown, signed with the Orient logo, is here at the 3 o'clock position. This crown is screw down. It's a pretty big crown, so you can use it easily, even with a diving glove. And here at the 8 o'clock position, we have a helium valve on this watch, which means it's perfect for those who use the watch for diving and decompression chambers. If you're going to use this watch, it's going to be perfect for that purpose, with the helium valve at the 8 o'clock position. This little guy here turned out really cool. Congratulations to my dear friends at Impala, my dear fellow watch enthusiasts, my wife and I. We went to the launch of this watch. It was a party, right, Renan? You'd expect nothing less. He was dressed up as Poseidon. Everyone took pictures with him. I took a bunch of pictures. That was a really cool moment in history, not just for Impala, but also for Orient, to be able to witness the birth of this Poseidon. And the watch turned out really beautiful. The caseback on this guy is just amazing. My dear friend Tails came up with the ideas for this project. Here we have the seas, we have a reference here. It's not a reference to the great wave off Kanagawa, right? But we have this wave here on the left side, and there's the rising sun over Mount Fuji. The name Impala, this caseback turned out beautiful. The characteristic phrase of my dear friends, we at Impala love this. Some information like the model and also its edition number. I'm the happy owner of Unit 3 out of 250 after all, GMT-3 out of 250, right? My dear friend Sergio, big hug to you, my friend. He gave me this machine here, he said. I chose number 3 because of your channel. Impala is a benchmark not just for watches and not just as a place to stop by for a visit. All the staff at Impala are always very well prepared to serve you, and it's a very people-centered company. I always love being there. I give a big hug to Mr. Sergio, Mrs. Katia, Roni, Tails, Thais, my friend Renan, so there's nothing more to say. All the staff at Impala, the dear watchmakers who are there, my dear friends, you live in my heart. It's a store I love to visit. And if you're in São Paulo, be sure to go to Largo Cambuci and meet my dear friends. And go have a coffee. Go up to the counter and say, Leandro from GMT-3 said there's a coffee here for me, and go check out the watches they have there. And who knows, maybe even fall in love if you have time with this Poseidon, this limited edition. Like I said, there are only 250 pieces. I'm recording this quickly because if you wait, there may not be much left. On Impala's website, you can find this watch here for 3,999 Rs, and you can pay for it in up to 10 installments. You'll have an excellent diver for many stories and adventures with you. My dear friends at Impala, a kiss from the heart. All of you, our studio here really misses you, but we're about to start recording in our new one. We're moving to a new studio. A new phase is coming for GMT-3. Follow us there at Brazil Watch Show. Check out our social media there at GMT-3. Also follow us there because we'll be sharing more information about our meetups. Who knows? Maybe Impala will be there, huh? Who knows? Go check if there's a message from Renan saying whether he's at the Brazil Watch Show or not. Go take a look. Guys, a big hug. May God bless you all. Guys, see you, of course, in our next video. Bye-bye.